Hello everyone, welcome back to the ATuin server. This is Zzar in the Sarlacc's stomach, or whatever we should call it. Should we start to just referring to this as the Sarlacc? I think so, or the top part anyway. So, since the last episode I haven't really done that much yet. We're going to do some things in this episode. Title might have already revealed. Oh, we get stuff. Excellent. So, well, we might make some changes to this system. I haven't built much further on it because Momo, as usual, had some suggestions for improvements. This is part of it. And the whole idea with this is to be able to know when something is full so that it can be transported elsewhere and such. But that's not really the focus of this episode. Slimes. There was just one here, I had to kill it because it attacked me. What have I done? This on the floor here is just an experiment of a pattern I was checking out. It's not really so much a pattern as it is checkers, and I'm not really happy with it. It's too bland. The color combination though, it might be something we go for. I was looking for, I don't want to use the, I didn't want, actually, okay, I needed the half slabs, right? As you saw in the last episode, because now I'm where the buff from the things hit, like the speed buff and haste buff and jump boost and all those things. But if I step down here half a block lower, I will not be, it will not renew. But I'm here. There we go. No longer has it. Up here, I got it. But I think those stone ones are a little too ordinary. Although, I don't know. We might go back to it, so I was just testing out some color combinations that wasn't wood or stone. So these would be special, if nothing else. Another thing I was testing out, I thought, like, what should we do with all this iron? Because a few commenters, I won't name any names, Granny, doesn't really see the point in having this much iron, and I thought, well, here's a point. I could cover this entire room with iron blocks, which I have nowhere near enough iron to do. So I did an experiment over there, and I kind of like it. I kind of like the texture. I always like the iron block texture. So I think we'll do that. In time, it will take forever, but we should do it. I also marked out the circle, the same shape of circle that we have on top there, as I want this room to be circular eventually. So that's one of the things we're going to do. I took some iron with me now just to make blocks, and the reason for that is there's a lot of slimes here, and they're always in the corners, which slimes tends to do. And I don't know, I think at one point that Panda, the server admin, gave me like a slime map for my region. Slime chunk map, but I can't remember where it is. And I thought we could do like this the old-fashioned way. We can find out where do they actually spawn, because I want slime to be part of the farm eventually at some point. I also want a sword so I can kill them without spending my bow on it. Oh, hurry, hurry. There we go. Actually, I'm safe up here, so I might as well make some iron blocks. That's why I took these for. So what I intended to do here was, first of all, kill all those slimes. There we go. And then, basically, there we go. Just go to town on these guys. Get rid of all of them. Nothing else can spawn down here. I've lit it up pretty good. And it would be perfect to have it here, because I'm lighting up a lot of places. But I want them to die fast, because I'm also going to have mob towers in this general area, and I don't want them to take all the spawn slots. So I thought, if I make the rest of this, or this circle I marked up here, if I make it too high, then anything that spawns will stay where it spawned, in a sense. Like, I can figure out if I can use this corner here for collecting slimes. Like, I can make some machinery and some gathering things inside of this corner, outside of the room, so not visible in the actual room. So, if you do this, let's see. Oh, there, actually now it's closed. Slimes cannot jump too high, so this shouldn't be a problem. So if any slime spawns within here, or if I find a slime in here now, that means they spawned in here somewhere, not out here, because slimes tend to move into corners, as you can see over there. They didn't necessarily spawn there, but eventually they will end up there. That's just what slimes do. And I'll do the same with all of the corners, and we'll check back in a little while after I killed off all the slimes, and we'll see which corners has slimes again, or have they spawned somewhere else, and where if so. Oh, they are dangerous, these guys. I don't want to die here. Should have had an enchanted sword of some kind. I wonder, does looting sword? I've never really... Well, I had a looting sword once. Can't remember what I lost that on. Probably lava. It's good though, like just working down here has given me ample supplies of slimes, so I don't lack that, luckily. Also, they won't be able to spawn on the half slabs that is in the room, so I will prevent slimes from being in that room, which is also good. So these corners will be the slime infested areas. It all comes together quite nicely when you think of it. There's one. And I believe that there's also, like when I just logged in and chunks weren't properly loaded, I'm fairly sure I saw, yeah, there's one. At least one down there. So in this area is a slime chunk for sure, but how many slime chunks? That's the question. They're in all the corners. Okay, well, we'll check back after a while when I build these walls. We'll see how it goes. Welcome back to the hangout. So, I've been AFKing for, actually in real time, a good few days. Started recording a while ago and wanted to test a bit. And what happened to all my slimes? Okay, so something obviously happened to all the slimes. There was a ton of slimes here, but I've been on and off a little bit, and somehow I apparently despawned them. But not to worry, I have noticed where they spawn, and it's focused in that corner. I heightened the wall a little bit so that they couldn't get out, you know. They do spawn, like there was usually like, there would be like 10 or so in there, in that corner. A couple of them outside. One over there, one outside in this general area, and that's generally where they are. So I think we are going to build a little slime farming contraption thing over there. And I won't bore you with the details, so I'll dig it out and you'll see what I mean. Alright, a little further along, I dug out a little bit here. This is like the prototype sort of gathering system. This might be flawed because I wanted to get straight lines. I've tried to make big slimes do corners before, and that is usually not a success. At least I haven't had much success with it. They get stuck. It needs to be 3 wide, so that's why it's 3 wide. I'm going to light the floor with those lanterns, pumpkin lanterns, because they are solid blocks, so they slimes can still spawn on it. The big slimes requires 3 times 3 blocks to spawn on, so this will be big enough, and this will be big enough. Probably dig out some more here. I can expand this room more when I figure out, like I'll probably do some on the side here too. I can expand it more when I know, like if I get a slime chunk map that is accurate from Panda, probably. And the plan is they will gather here, and I will make more water here so that they will drown, and in the bottom we'll have some hoppers, basically, so whenever they drowned, it's much simpler than the old traps, because when they drown, I don't have to filter it out anyway. I don't have to have the small ones come out the bottom. I don't need all those complicated filter systems. I can just have them all drown, like they will go from big to medium to small to dead to slime balls. They will be picked up by 9 hoppers in the bottom, and then I want to send that in a series through a dropper pipe up top and shoot it out into the pool, which will come into that whole gathering system, and we can collect them in our sorting mechanism. So that's the entire plan, really. And I have the redstone and everything figured out. I'm just not sure that the potential flaw here is slimes tend to crawl up against the walls. So I think that maybe rather than jumping into the water here, they will most likely cling to this wall. That's why you should usually have these canals along the side of the room. Problem here is that the side of the room is round. So what I might want to do is to dig this further down, make it square so it's underneath this part. Make it square. Make like a full square like this with canals along the sides, but then I'll have to deal with the corners again. I might have to, like, the faster way might actually just be to drown them in 4 corners. Anyways, I'll have to think a little bit about that. And also, I think it only needs to be 2 deep now, because once slimes are in the water, they don't jump anymore, as of a few patches ago. So, quite a long time ago actually, but last time I built a slime trap, it has to be 2 deep, otherwise they would jump out. That's not the case anymore, and I think they will also, once they get here, I think they will just nudge a little bit and get caught by this stream. The big ones will anyways. The small ones might jump out, but they should jump back in eventually. So I'll have to think a little bit about what to do here. We might have to dig it down a little bit. Okay. I left it on for a while, and I just logged back in now after crashing. And you can see there's a bunch over there. It hasn't loaded the chunks yet, so I'm not sure where they are. There's some over there, there. This is actually a little practical. Let's go closer so it loads. See where that actually is. Oh, okay, so that guy's inside here. Yeah, okay. So all of those are actually inside the hole that we dug there. That's good to know. In general, they're not falling down in here, so we're probably going to have to do the thing under the floor. Especially since I think they are spawning in this corner too. So yeah, we're gonna dig out something there. A little bit more time have passed, actually quite a bit of time. I've done some work. Oh! One spawned over there. That's not where it's supposed to spawn. So apparently there's a slime chunk over this general direction too. Oh, my sound. Sorry. There we go. We'll leave him here. I did some work. I dug out underneath here now. And yeah, so this is... Yeah, there's no magic here. I'm going with the only 1 deep thing. It's 3 tall to the roof, which will be this wall here. I'll probably have... Actually, I could go 1... I was thinking about maybe having like glass here so I could see down what's going on in the slime farm. Would be cool. I would have to heighten it then. Yeah. Uh, these are half a block, or no, no, no. Okay, so here I don't get a buff, as we talked about. Up top here I will. So I was planning, if I was going to have glass here, I would have to go down half a block, which would give me no buff, so I probably go up one half block. It's not a problem, I can run half a block up, it's so yeah, stairs and all that, half blocks. Anyways, one deep goes this way. I put it under here because I don't want any troublesome corners. I've had trouble with big slimes not being able to round corners in the past, in old farms. So here they won't be able to get into this corner. They should walk towards the walls always, so it's a pretty large area here, but I think they will generally tend to go towards the walls. Then when they get here, they actually step down one. Goes down one here. They can't be able to they can't get back up, they can't jump up when they're in the water. And they will follow the same path here. And I think they will, even though it's a little non-water thing here, I think they will make their way there, and it sounds like it's working. Because when I get over here, that corner, the reason I did it like that is because when it's like this, they shouldn't be able to, or they shouldn't have to like follow any water stream. They just go down one, and they're automatically on this path instead of turning the corner really manually. Yep, we have caught some down here. Excellent. I don't really have any weapons though. This is where they're supposed to go down, and I've taken the liberty of making pretty much everything we need except for some glass, which I'll go get, and we'll get started on the actual build. I hope we can keep this to a reasonably long episode, but as usual, I don't know. Whee! Hello, Mr. Slime. So, in some of the latest episodes, we've done some of my live building, which tends to take a while. So we're not going to do that. For instance, this floor, I will replace the lighting with these guys. Off camera. And that was the whole point. I'll do most of the work off camera, and we'll catch back in and out as we go. So the reason for this, as I mentioned earlier, was that they can spawn on these guys. They cannot spawn on, for example, glowstone or torches. Actually, I don't know if they can spawn torches, but it looks nicer. That's done. We have a bunch of them down here. How do we... They're gonna keep coming most likely here. Just this part will do on camera. Maybe. Ooh, I don't have any protection. That is a problem. Stay away from me, slimes. I don't have a weapon either. I just have this. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Oh, we're getting a lot of slime balls anyways. Okay. I think the worst is over. And I don't have the regeneration buff down here anymore. Or... oh, okay, that was all of them. All the big ones anyways. Because I wanted to explain to you what the plan is here. That is, we're going to drown them all. Actually, I said that earlier in the episode. This is the problem when you record with quite a bit of time in between. I forget what I've already said. I'm gonna do like this. Actually, I should probably not. Let's see, they need 3 deep water to drown. The big one, anyways. Is it 3 or is it 4? They're 3 tall. I'm not sure if they drown if they're only... Maybe I should make it 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 water. Could actually... Hang on, 1, 2... But I want to have like a little gap here. It's probably not necessary. Nah, it's not necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Have a little gap there. And then what we'll do is Yeah, I'll have a central one of these guys. Might as well dig away a little bit more. Let's see how should we do this. So it's the center. I could just have this one be the center, I guess. Yeah, this may just as well. So that one goes there. That's the way it gets out. That one goes into that one, and then that one goes into that one, and that one goes into that one. Okay, so whichever one they land on here, or whichever one of these drops will end up here eventually. Like if we put one thing there, go through all of them, end up here. Yep. Then we'll have one that goes in there, one that goes in there, one that goes in there. So they all go to the center and then this way. And the same on this side. I have to stand up here. There, there, and there. Let's just test them. Drop 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just did 10 to because I'm not sure which of these I hit, so it should be 10 in here. And there's 10, so they work. Now, what we can do is following. We block this off. This, just to make it nice, we'll also block this. And now we fill this with water from the top. Right, so I just did a little maintenance entrance here. Put glass here so they can't spawn here. I'll put some more light down here. Most likely they won't be able to spawn here, but and I could do this out of half slabs, but I have glass, so why not? What happened to the doing things off camera, you might say? Well, you know how it is, how we do things on this channel. There we go. And I should have changed something real quick. Oh, okay, there we go. So I'm gonna fill that layer. No, the one below. Could have just as easily done this with shift actually. There we go, and I jump down here. I want it to be a downstream, right? So water, water. Don't have to fill in the whole way. Just do the top here. Okay, it's full. Now I just need to chop away these blocks. And get out of here. Oh, there we go. The last one. There we go. Get in there. Yes, okay. So, whenever slimes get in here now, they should be taken down into that hole where they drown, and their loot should, at least. I'm gonna fill in here so that things don't pop out there, which they tend to do sometimes. The loot should be picked up by these hoppers and taken to that one. That's the plan. And now I'll do some work. Alright, we're back. The redstone is complete. Oh, this is something, guys. I'll take you through it. First of all, this bottom part here is not really my design. I've seen similar things. You know, it's an elevator. A dropper elevator. So these are all droppers that are just standing and pointing upwards. This one, once again, actually, design I saw on AC Tennis channel. The same guy that came up with a diamond duplicating thing that I have in a video that is released just the day before the release day of this video, if you want to find it. Only slightly modified, but essentially his thing. So what happens here is, as you see, as you've seen, I added a door here, by the way, so I can get out if I accidentally fall into this hole. So the slimes, they fall down here, and they can't go anywhere because they sink, they can't swim. So they will eventually drown. When they do, the slime balls fall off, they fall out, are taken down into these droppers, which all leads into this dropper, which leads into this dropper, into this dropper, into this dropper, into this hopper. When this hopper has anything in it, it will send a 1 strong signal. This one will pick that up. This comparator will pick up that it's a 1 strong signal, powers this block, which unpowers this torch, which sends a delayed signal over here. This is timed exactly. Over here, which powers this block, which powers this block, which starts a clock, and that clock will make these tick, and there's like all the way up. Let's see here, all the way up is alternating torches like this. So as long as there's a signal, this clock will tick. Once there is no signal anymore, it will stop ticking because of this. And after a delay, it will stop. That delay is so that the items that is in here will keep transporting up and will actually reach their destination before the clock turns off. So we can do a test. So if I put in, say, a slime ball and a redstone and a spruce wood, it should start the delay. There we go. I didn't really see it now. We can do one more. Now there's nothing more, so it turns off again. We can do one more item. We can just put it directly in here. Let's put my diamond pickaxe. Gives a signal. Starts the delayed timer. Clock starts. It's off. After a little delay, it shuts off again. It's a bit of lag caused by this. So luckily it's not on all the time. That's the whole point of this. It's not on all the time. So that's what will happen with the slime balls. So the slime balls, they go up here. As soon as there's a slime ball reaches here, it will be transported up. So what happens up here? Well, why do we need to take them up here? That's because we want them into our sorting system. There would be better ways to do this, faster ways. Well, what happens is, it comes up here. This is the last of those droppers, but this one points into these guys. So whatever I put in here will go follow these, sort of like a tube of these things, and all of the items should now be in this one. This is as far as we got, and here they are. Excellent. So that test was successful. The other test is, over here we have another sort of clock, and this is more my own. Okay, something is coming. You can hear something is ticking, so something should eventually end up here. Probably a slime ball. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. So it works. And it shut off the ticking afterwards. And that was a drowned slime. Yeah, so what happens here is sort of the same thing, less compact redstone because I built it. When this is this is not a dropper, this is a dispenser actually. I think. Yes, it is. So what happens here is the items come here into this dispenser. Dispenser gives off a 1 weak signal or 1 strong signal, however you want to say it. And just because it hits the dispenser, it won't be fired out. So what happens is that powers this, that inverts the signal, which powers this sticky piston, which then retracts the block above this torch, which gives this power with a slight delay, so it goes back here, which means it extracts the arm again. So it shuts itself off basically, on and off once. And the signal also goes here, the same signal, and shoots out the item. So whenever there's an item in here, it will be shot out. As you can see, we can do a test with that. If I put, say, let's just do a couple of cobblestones, 8 cobble. Alright, that's all of them, and now it's off. So as soon as I connect this thing, which I will do right now, there we go. As soon as a slime dies down there, it will be taken all the way up here from the slime farm. That's okay. So sound. Let's see if a slime ball is shot out here. Eventually, it should happen. Da-da, da-da, da-na, na, 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 na. Yep, there we go. Actually, 2 slime balls. So there they came. And the slime balls will then take the path that all items in our farm base thing does. Basically, go down here together with everything. This takes us down into the pool. Down here, where everything else gathers up. Take it down here, into these guys, and into the sorting mechanism. So a long path they go, actually they go only from there and need only to go here, but we take them all the way across, all around there and in here. So now all we need to do really is to designate a... Oh, this is pretty full. I need to empty this. This is all like the leftovers chests, which is full of other crap. Yeah, we need to... Everything I dropped while I was up there ended up here. Yeah, there we go. There's our slime balls. They came. Excellent. So that works. So I just need to make some room here and extend this. And everything is good to go. So now our slime farm is actually working. Of course we will pretty it up a little bit and such, but that's something we won't do in this episode. Probably something I do off camera. I hope you enjoyed this little slime adventure. And I'll see you for the next one, hopefully. Leave a like if you liked it. Come back for more if you really liked it. See you around, guys. Bye bye.